Is there something in your life that you've been wanting to do or accomplish, but when it comes to taking that first step, you haven't been able to move forward with it? You've done your planning, you've done your research, but when it comes to taking the first step, some part in the back of your mind stops you because it's not perfect or it's not up to your standards. For the last 6 months, I've really been dedicating time doing research and studying, watching all the YouTube videos of how to get started, picking a niche, reading business books, and I would go through, make videos, and before I would post it, I would find something wrong with it and not actually proceed with it. In this video, I'm going to go over the one thing that's been holding me back, and it's perfectionism. So I recently picked up this book called The War of Art by Steven Pressfield, not to be confused with Art and War. In it, there's this part that just really resonated with me, and I thought I'd share it with you. Resistance knows that the amateur composer will never write his symphony because he is overly invested in its success and over terrified of its failure. The amateur takes it so seriously, it paralyzes him. That's where I've been at for the last 6 months with starting my YouTube channel. I've been so focused on making sure every single thing was perfect that every time I would make a video, I would end up scrapping it because it didn't live up to what I thought it should be, or it wasn't exactly how I wanted it. It was never perfect. Finally, my wife asked me why I haven't even posted my first video. And I kind of had to sit back and take a look and reflect on what's been holding me back. And it's been 3 things that have been adding to my just analysis paralysis. First is pride. Second is fear of failure. And third is just overthinking. First part of my analysis paralysis of pride, I used to have pride that I was a perfectionist. In my prior careers in the military and medical, I never really thought that perfectionism held me back in my careers in any way, especially my day-to-day tasks. Thinking back though, I can see how it's hindered me in my advancements. Story time. When I was in the military, they had these different units that you could get into. Each one had different duties and the requirements to get into them. The one that I really wanted to get into was focused on weapons and tactics. I was 18, I wanted to be a badass. With this, in order to get into it, you had to pass a physical fit test, which consisted of push-ups, sit-ups, a waist, and a run test. Running, not my best subject there. You see me running, you should be running too. So I never even applied for this unit. I had such a fear of failure and didn't want to hurt my pride that I never applied. And the fear of failure really has been instilled in me at such a young age due to the advice my father had always given me, which was, the best advice I can give you is learn from the mistakes of others. And it's great advice, but at such a young age, it really just kind of instilled in me this fear of trying new things because I didn't want to fail at them. One day I was watching this video. I can't remember if it was Alex Ramosi, Ali Abdaal, but they were talking about this pottery class. Class was split into 2 groups, A and B. A was given 30 days to make one perfect piece. Group B was given 30 days, but they were told every single day to create a new piece. At the end of the 30 days, each group's turned in their pottery pieces, and Group B, that made a new one every day, blew A out of the water. Because you learn the most by doing, by putting in the reps, making mistakes, but more importantly, learning from those mistakes. And that story just really resonated with me because that's where I've been. I've been Group A for 6 months now, trying to create this one perfect video. I can't move forward until I get a better camera. I can't move forward until I get better lighting. I can't move forward until I get a better mic. There's always something that I can use to hold me back instead of just actually doing. I knew that I needed to be okay with my content not being perfect at the beginning, and being okay with that, knowing that I'm gonna make these mistakes, but learn as I go. I just need to have patience and know that with every video, I'll get better. And like Michael Scott said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. If the perfectionist in you is still not convinced and you're still overthinking, you just need to remind yourself of one thing, that you're never going to be perfect. It doesn't matter how many podcasts you listen to, YouTube videos you watch, books you read, nothing is going to prepare you for everything. No matter what you prepare for, something's always going to go wrong. And you need to be okay with that. I myself have been so hesitant about moving forward because I wanted it to be perfect. And I'm okay with it not being perfect. And just taking that first step, that leap of faith, and seeing where this goes and learning from my mistakes. I hope this video inspired you to take that first step, like organizing that junk drawer, or writing a book, or signing up for a marathon. Just kidding, we don't run around here. But maybe it's publishing your first YouTube video. Whatever it is, I hope that this has helped you in some way. I'm gonna do my best to continue this and see where this YouTube journey goes, and hope you follow along, subscribe, and see you in the next one.